Today we're going to be unboxing the BridgeCom Systems Maverick DMR transceiver, and this is my first time opening this box. And this is a VHF UHF receiver, 7 watts VHF, 6 watts UHF, which is pretty good. Okay, off the bat, nice box by the way. It comes with a manual, which is always handy. And here's the radio, but before I get to that, let's see. We got a programming cable, which appears to be included, which is really nice. There's a belt clip, strap, a USB-A to USB-C cable. Oop, and that is an antenna that is kind of put in here under tension, so yeah, well, be careful if you get one of these guys, don't lose a knife. Here is the charger. And it looks like a second antenna, so I was not aware of this. It comes with 2 antennas. So that is pretty cool. And I'm guessing it makes sense, VHF and UHF antennas. And for DMR, obviously, we'll be using the UHF antenna pretty much. Comes with a USB style charger. Oh, and a Bluetooth PTT button, just like the mobile units from Anytone. Looks like it's the same unit actually. This is probably the battery. Yep. And it comes with a battery, which is shipped separately, which is smart. And this is a 7.4 3100 mAh battery, which is a pretty good amount of storage capacity. So that should last a while. There we go. Here's the unit. Let's pull it out. It's very tiny, so looks nice. Let's try and, there we go. Put the battery on. Put the let's put the UHF antenna on, which I think is the UHF antenna. And there we go. And it turns on. That's a good sign. Here we are. I just turned on the unit. It's asking me to set the time. I am in California, so it's going to be -7 or 8. I think it's 8. We can always change that later. I use the up and down button here to adjust it. Hit confirm, and here we go. Color display, very nice. If you're looking at the menu here, zones, scan, roaming, settings. Let's look at settings. Select, here we go. Device info, select, and it's all on defaults. Model number, it says it's the D890UV, frequency range, and a firmware version 1.03, hardware 1.0, and yeah, so pretty straightforward. If you are gonna get additional antennas, or if you intend to use this in your car with an external antenna, do note the connector type. It is not the usual what you would expect to see on, like, let's say Yaesu or Icon radios. So this is something to be aware of if you're antenna shopping. Make sure you get the right one. Also be careful not to bend the little inside pin there, because you will damage the unit. I came out here while walking the dog to see how the weather station comes in, and looks like I'm getting really good reception out here. This is just in front of my house here, and this is our local and strongest NOAA station. Here we go. heat on your radio, and that should be very, very low, like mine. If you're having peaks and it looks like the backdrop in Switzerland, you need to adjust this. So right now, what you see here is, I could probably tweak it a little bit more even, but this is pretty good. It's under 1%. This is kind of where you want to be.